JobSite123.com is an instant pre-qualification tool for the commercial construction industry, designed to save buyers and sellers billions of dollars every year. To illustrate the huge opportunity for time and cost savings, let's take a look at the players, their responsibilities, and walk around in their boots. Introducing Joe Buyer. Joe represents project owners, construction managers, facility managers, and general contractors. These people are responsible for the selection and coordination of construction companies to complete their projects on time with good quality work. Introducing Jack Seller. Jack represents the sellers in the commercial construction industry, like general contractors, specialty contractors, material suppliers, vendors, and other professionals. These companies provide the actual labor and materials and other professional services required to build the buildings. As in any buy-sell equation, Joe Buyer and Jack Seller's needs line right up. First, Joe Buyer needs to find potential sellers through research, his network of contacts, industry organizations, and other activities, while Jack Seller needs to get found by potential buyers through marketing activities like networking, advertising, sales calls, and others. Second, Joe Buyer needs to qualify potential sellers by developing requirements, soliciting qualifications information, and evaluating and verifying the information, while Jack Seller needs to get qualified by completing forms, being interviewed, and providing follow-up documentation. And third, Joe Buyer needs to maintain current information from his chosen sellers by re-soliciting new information, re-evaluating that information, and organizing it over time, while Jack Seller needs to maintain current qualifications information for his buyers by resubmitting forms, communicating changes, and staying top of mind. In short, Joe Buyer's job is to ask the right questions, and Jack Seller's job is to provide the right answers. Sounds simple enough, right? Then why is it so hard for both Joe and Jack? To find out, let's start by taking a look at things from Jack Seller's point of view. If Jack had Joe Buyer's full attention and he could vent all of the pain and frustration he experiences trying to get pre-qualified in the current process, it would go something like this. Hey Joe, we are a good company with a good track record and we would like the opportunity to work on your projects. We spend huge amounts of time and money trying to convey this to you. We network with you, email you, call you, place ads in front of you, build a website for you, ask people to refer us to you, and much more. These efforts are expensive and they don't seem to work very well. When they do work, the next step usually involves some sort of pre-qualification form. We understand you have certain requirements and we need to comply with them, but we gotta tell you, completing one of them is painful. Your forms can be confusing and redundant, and they require a ton of administrative effort. Also, all forms are static by nature, which means we need to constantly update you in a never-ending process to ensure that you have our most current information. This can't be fun for you either. All of this can be tough, but we're trying to navigate the same process with many other clients and prospects. And they all have their forms too, which are all remarkably similar. Yet each one requires a unique response, and in the end, we still may not get any work with you. Joe, this process is so inefficient and costs us both a lot of time and money. Can we find a better way to help each other? Now let's take a look at things from Joe Buyer's point of view and walk around in his boots. Hey Jack, I feel your pain and frustration. Believe me, it's in our best interest to attract highly qualified and competitive companies to work on our projects. So we're looking for you with as much determination as you are looking for us. Here's how you can help us help you. First, we obviously have to be aware of your company, which includes a basic understanding of who you are and what you do. Then, and this is the critical part, we need to fully qualify your company against our standard requirements, or any unique requirements. That means we need a lot of detailed answers to a lot of very specific questions, fast. So awareness followed by fast answers is essential. That's why most of your sales and marketing efforts are not as effective as they could be. You see, your networking, websites, emails, print ads, online ads, phone calls, and even your client referrals, They all create awareness for your company, which is the first step. But then I need answers. I need detailed information about your services, your workload, your project history, performance ratings, insurance, bonding, licenses. So if you can't take me from awareness to answers really fast, then the awareness fades. That's why we need you to fill out our pre-qualification form, because we can't find all the answers to our questions anywhere else. Even if we have done business with one another for years, we still need your most current information at all times. So whenever your information changes, we need to update the forms and submit them again. We waste a lot of time and money waiting for our forms to come back from you, and they often come back incomplete and require more follow-up. We don't like this process either, but it's all we've got. Guess what, Joe and Jack? There is a better way. Picture a solution that helps Joe Buyer to save time and money finding answers to all of his qualifying questions and simultaneously helping Jack Seller's existing sales and marketing activities to drive a higher ROI. The solution is JobSite123.com, a powerful new search engine designed to showcase every company's current qualifications and relationships in the commercial construction industry. When you take a look inside, you'll find that it functions like a global electronic filing cabinet that organizes the kind of qualifications information that Joe Buyer needs from Jack Seller. That's right. Every Jack Seller can now go into JobSite123.com and maintain their own qualifications profile in our search engine, where any Joe Buyer can find it. This process is incredibly easy and free. By completing their profile and keeping it current, Jack Seller will provide instant answers to all of Joe Buyer's most commonly asked questions. How do we know? Because they were designed in collaboration with hundreds of project owners, facility managers, and general contractors from all over the U.S. In fact, the profiles in JobSite123.com are so uniquely effective in showcasing Jack Seller's qualifications that the word profile just doesn't cut it. They're more like a complete qualifications portal, so we call them Qual-Ports for short. Joe Buyer now can easily evaluate and compare qualifications information between different companies. Fully detailed Qual-Ports help Joe, while those with minimal information do not. This provides Jack Seller an opportunity to greatly increase the ROI from all of his current sales and marketing activities without spending another dime. All of Jack's activities already do a pretty good job of creating awareness in the marketplace, but they failed to provide readily accessible answers to all of Joe's questions. Until now. All Jack has to do is keep his Qual-Ports complete and 100% current at all times, and then make sure that all of his sales and marketing activities point directly to it, where Joe can find everything that he needs in one place, on his own, on the internet, in seconds, for free. That saves Joe Buyer time and money finding and qualifying resources for his projects, and helps position Jack Seller to get found and get qualified for more potential work. And that's JobSite123.com's mission. It's all about the entire commercial construction industry coming together to help one another. As more and more Jack Sellers maintain a Qual-Port in JobSite123.com, they will attract more and more Joe Buyers to view them. And more Joe Buyers require Jack Seller to maintain a Qual-Port. The database of companies and useful information will grow and grow until it has become one of those amazing technological breakthroughs where we all sit back and wonder, how did we ever get along without this? Sure, there will always be a few dinosaurs and late adopters on the sidelines. But we all know what happened to them. Be a part of the change. And by the way, there's a reason why our logo is green. Think of all the trees we'll save.